Welcome back to the News Desk on Scariff Bay Community Radio, bringing you weekly updates of news and events from around East Clare and a selection of music on Saturday the 20th of December 2025. The annual St Vincent de Paul East Clare Appeal is taking place and all donations would be gratefully appreciated. This year's theme, The Wonder of Christmas, reflects the rising calls from people wondering how they will put food on the table, keep homes warm and afford toys this Christmas. Donate locally on the website svp.ie/St Cayman's Appeal 25 or call 0818 176 176. A big thank you to everyone who supported the Churchgate collections last weekend. Visitor restrictions are in place in the University Hospital Limerick, Nina, Ennis, St John's Hospitals and Croom Orthopaedic Hospital due to the rising number of patients with flu and other respiratory conditions. Only one visitor per person will be admitted and only during the visiting times of 2 to 4 p.m. and 6 to 9 p.m. for all 5 hospitals. Face masks are a requirement and are available at the reception areas. Please do not visit if you have a cold or flu or COVID-19. Christmas carols by candlelight will take place this Sunday the 21st in St Cronan's Church of Ireland, Tuamgraney at 5 p.m. It will feature the East Clare Community Choir, Denise Glass and guests, the Derg Ukulele Collective and other artists. Tickets are €15 and they're available in Newla's Bar and Band's Shop. Come and celebrate the magic of Christmas in this atmospheric 10th century church. Proceeds are in aid of the Tuamgraney Parish House Renovation Fund and all are invited. A festival of lessons and carols will take place in St Flannan's Cathedral, Killaloe, also on Sunday the 21st at 5 p.m. and everyone is welcome. The Tuamgraney Handball Club will be having a cyclothon fundraiser on Tuesday the 23rd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. outside Rogers Centre in Scariff. There'll be hot beverages served on the day, so come along and enjoy the festive fun. The local handball champions will be there too. Donations are welcome online on the website clubfunder.com and this will enable them to keep the club running for the young and older members across East Clare. The Christmas Day Swim 2025, the Dip in the Derg, will again take place in Mount Shannon Harbour at 11 a.m. on Thursday the 25th. There will be a bucket collection for donations on the day for Raheen Community Hospital. They have a limited number of Santa hats for the swimmers or dippers and the Boathouse Cafe will be open from 10:45 a.m. for complimentary hot drinks. The Killaloe Ballina Christmas Day Swim will be in support of the Brothers of Charity in Killaloe Ballina. They provide such valuable services in the communities. In March 2017, the Brothers of Charity Services Ireland, Clare, began providing supports during the day in the Killaloe and Ballina community to adults with intellectual disability and autism. This was the outcome of concerted efforts by a local steering group made up of advocates, family members and community services. To donate, visit the website brothersofcharityclare.ie/East Clare Shannon Scariff Outreach. Another Christmas morning swim to raise essential funds for the Esophageal Cancer Fund and to honour the memory of Sean O'Callaghan will take place at 10:30 a.m. at Flagmount Pier. All donations will go directly to the Esophageal Cancer Fund. Killanena GA Race Night will take place on Sunday the 28th in McNamara's Bar from 9 p.m. It's always a great night of crack and meeting up with old friends. Horses and race cards are available from any senior hurler and from the club committee members. Your support will be very welcome. A tractor run will take place in Bodyke on Sunday the 28th with proceeds going to Milford Care Centre. Last year's tractor run raised a massive €15,000. This year the organising committee would appreciate all support on the day. They'll have a raffle with great prizes on offer. For more information you can contact Ger Walsh on 087 277 6390. Clean Ireland Recycling, the largest waste management operator in the Midwest, has launched a public awareness campaign after a rise in fires caused by batteries, vapes and electronic items being discarded in household wheelie bins, skips and public street bins. Items such as vapes, power banks, cordless power tools, e-bikes and e-scooters are increasingly appearing in municipal waste streams and are now the leading cause of fires in the waste management industry. Clean Ireland Recycling says it has experienced several fires in its collection trucks and damage at one of its depots. The new Christmas Star, that's Stop, Think and Recycle campaign, highlights the urgent need for action and comes ahead of the festive and New Year period when households typically dispose of old electronics and batteries while also bringing new ones into the home. A dedicated resource website, responsiblerecycling.ie, has also been launched to provide guidance on locations for safely recycling batteries and electronic equipment. The Edna O'Brien Library is currently hosting Sharon Ní Cuivíne's exhibition entitled Le Solace with Light up until January the 10th, 2026. Sharon's creative offerings include visual art, original music, poetry, songwriting, film and performance. This exhibition is dedicated to the late Manchán Magan. The Lough Derg lifeboat has towed a 27-foot motor cruiser to safety after it suffered engine failure last Thursday. The vessel, with just one person on board, got into difficulty south of Droman Harbour near Whitegate in East Clare. After being tasked by the Irish Coast Guard, the Lough Derg crew launched from their base at Drumaneer in County Tipperary at 11 a.m. Before launching, the lifeboat volunteers were informed that the skipper had dropped anchor and that it was holding. The sole occupant of the vessel was found to be wearing a life jacket and was safe. An RNLI volunteer transferred across to the casualty vessel, and given the remote location, the known hazards at the scene, the helm made the decision to tow the vessel to safety of Drumaneer Harbour. There, a team of marine engineers were waiting to assist the casualty vessel. Commenting on the call-out, Lifeboat Operations Manager at Lough Derg RNLI, Christine O'Malley, said, "Thankfully, the skipper was wearing their life jacket, had dropped the anchor and called for help as soon as they encountered difficulties. We would remind anyone planning a trip on the lake that if you get into difficulty or see somebody else in trouble on the water, dial 999 or 112 or use VHF radio channel 16 and ask for the Coast Guard." The Lough Derg RNLI lifesavers are prepared to answer a rescue call again this Christmas, sacrificing their own time with their families and friends to come to the aid of people who will get into trouble in the water. So, if you are going out on the lake, please ensure that you're fully equipped and adhere to all the safety regulations so everyone can have a safe and happy Christmas, especially the volunteers of the Lough Derg RNLI. They're having a Christmas fundraiser and would appreciate your support to enable the charity to continue its life-saving work. Visit the website rnli.org/winter appeal. Congratulations to Leah Minogue, one of Clare's top handballers, who was honoured by Munster GAA as the Provincial Handballer of the Year for her performances in recent seasons. Tuamgraney clubwoman Leah is the 2025 Munster Handballer of the Year after a season that saw her win the 40x20 and the 60x30 and the All-Ireland Intermediate Singles titles. She also joined up with Amber Nolan from Mount to capture the All-Ireland Doubles title. Leah was presented with her trophy at this year's Munster GAA Awards night in the Muckross Park Hotel in Killarney last weekend. The Cliffs of Moher Experience is offering free admission for Clare residents from December the 1st to January the 11th, 2026. You can enjoy an invigorating walk, indulge in some seasonal treats in the cafe, shop for any last-minute gifts and crafts, and have a wonderful family day out. Visit the website cliffsofmoher.ie to book online and use the promo code CLARE25. The board and volunteer broadcasters of Scariff Bay Community Radio are delighted to announce that on Monday the 15th they signed contracts for a 10-year broadcasting FM licence in the Dublin headquarter of Ireland's media regulator, Comisiún na Mon. The contract signing was overseen by the Broadcast Commissioner, Aoife McAvilly. The new chair of Scariff Bay Community Radio, Pat O'Brien, signed the contract along with the compliance officer, Tom Hanley. They were accompanied by station manager Jim Collins and board members Pat McNamara and PRO Owen O'Hagan. This was truly an historic day for Scariff Bay Community Radio. A big thank you from the Cunis Wellness Centre in Feakle, who raised €1,200 at their recent fundraiser for themselves and for the Second Chance Animal Rescue. Also, a big thank you from the East Clare for Palestine group, who had a very successful pop-up shop in Scariff that raised €3,730 for many organisations in Gaza. Irish language classes for Improvers and Beginners Plus will take place for 8 weeks, starting on Monday the 12th of January from 7:30pm to 8:30pm in the Killanena GAA Hall, and they'll cost €10 per class. To register, contact Maura on 087 401 9754. All proceeds will go to the Killanena GAA Club and to the Drumandura National School Breakfast Club. Oak House Ceramics are hosting a hand-building workshop in the Alpha Room in Chumgraney, and the air code is V94 or W32. It's starting on the 12th of January from 6pm to 8pm. It will be on every second Monday for 6 sessions. The cost is €225, which includes all the materials. The pieces will be glazed and fired in a kiln, and they will be trying lots of hand-building techniques. To book, phone Eileen on 086 807 1422 or email oakhouseceramics@gmail.com, or you can check their Facebook page for information. The Killaloe Ballina Family Resource Centre will be holding weekly Irish classes for beginners on the 20th of January 2026 from 10:30am to 12pm with Deirdre Scanlon. For more information, text or WhatsApp Deirdre on 086 898 7818, and it could be a very good New Year's resolution. Shannon Airport is warming up to welcome over 125,000 passengers over Christmas, marking an increase of 10% on the same period last year. The busiest travel days are last Friday, the 19th, and Friday, the 2nd of January, with over 8,000 passengers forecast on each day as people travel home for Christmas and head back after the festivities. Christmas at Shannon is always a special time as people gather to meet loved ones returning home for the festive season and families reunite in the arrivals area. Passengers departing in the coming days are invited to spread the joy by making a wish or leaving a message for a loved one on the wishing tree in the transit lounge, while those flying home can capture the magic by snapping a seasonal photo in Santa's sleigh or in the giant sparkling photo frame set up in the arrivals area. We hope they all have a very safe journey and a happy and peaceful Christmas. The news is sponsored by Baru Entertainment based in Bodyke. That's all the news and events for this week. News is compiled and read by myself, Ursula Hogan. Stay tuned for the weather forecast read to you by Jim Collins. Thank you for listening and take care on the roads. We wish all our listeners, home and abroad, a very happy and peaceful Christmas.
The weather forecast on Scariff Bay Community Radio is brought to you by Paddy Punch Engineering of Scariff. It will be wet and windy at times today, Saturday. The rain will clear from the west during the afternoon, with the well-scattered showers following, highs of 7 to 11 degrees. A very cold and calm night tonight, with frost and ice developing under clear skies, lows of -2 to +2. Cooler than recent days tomorrow Sunday, with showery rain moving in across the country with the chance of the odd wintry shower. Highest daytime temperatures of 4 to 8 degrees. Further showery rain is expected Monday. Overnight fog may linger in places, frost and ice in places to begin too. Highs of 4 to 8 in just a light easterly breeze. Some further showery rain Tuesday, moving further west this time while becoming drier elsewhere. Highs of 5 to 8. It'll be rather cold for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, dry and quiet with crisp winter sunshine, but with frost and ice to begin and end each day. And that's the forecast. The weather forecast on Scariff Bay Community Radio is brought to you by Paddy Punch Engineering of Scariff.